ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवति उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णये स्वदामोपगते धर्मज्ञानादिभिः सह कलौ नष्टदृशाम् एषा पुराणार्को अधुनोदितः। श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणममलं यत् वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् पारमहंस्यम् एकम् अमलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते तत्त्वज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यम् आविष्कृतं तत् शृण्वन्नसु पठन् विचारणपरो भक्त्या विमुच्येन्नरः। सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीभागवतम् इष्यते तद् रसामृत तृप्तस्य नान्यत्र स्याद्रतिः क्वचेत्। य एतत् श्रावयेन्नित्यं यामक्षणम् अनन्यदीः श्लोकम् एकं तद् अर्धं वा पादं पादार्धम् एव वा श्रद्धावान् यो अनुशृणुयात् पुनाति आत्मानम् एव सः। कृष्णतुल्य भागवत विभो सर्वाश्रया प्रतिश्लोके प्रति अक्षरे नानार्थकया प्रेममया भागवता कृष्णेर श्री अंगा ताहाते कहे न यता गोप्या कृष्णेरंगा आदि मध्या अन्त्ये भागवते एकया विष्णु भक्ति नित्य सिद्धा अक्षय अव्यया भागवत शास्त्रे से भक्ति तत्व कहे तेनि भागवत समा कोनो शास्त्र नहे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 14. Reading from verse just I think 20. I think 20 is something, right? One second. Gira, Gira Vacha. Yep. So 23. So Canto 6, Chapter 14, from verse 23. चित्रकेतुर्वाच भगवन् किं न विदितं तपो ज्ञानसमाधिभिः योगिनां द्वष्ट पापानां बहिरन्तः शरीरिषु। One second. Once. Okay. Okay. I've stopped it. Let me know if you see now again.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Sorry. चित्रकेतुर्वाच भगवन् किं न विदितं तपो ज्ञानसमाधिभिः योगिनां दुष्टपापानां बहिरन्तः शरीरिषु. King Chitraketu said, O great Lord Angira, because of austerity, knowledge, and transcendental samadhi, you are freed from all the reactions of sinful life. Therefore, as a perfect yogi, you can understand everything external and internal regarding embodied, conditioned souls like us. तथापि पृच्छतो भ्रूयां ब्रह्मन् आत्मनि चिन्तितं भवतो विदुषश्चापि चोदितस्त्वद् अनुज्ञाय. O great soul, You are aware of everything, yet you are asking me why I am full of anxiety. Therefore, in response to your order, let me disclose the cause. लोकपालैरपि प्रार्थयया साम्राज्यैश्वर्यसम्पदः न नन्दयन्ति अप्रजं मां क्षुत्रकामम् इवापरे. As a person aggrieved by hunger and thirst is not pleased by the external gratification of flower garlands or sandalwood pulp, I am not pleased with my empire, opulence, or possessions, which are desirable even for great demigods, because I have no son. ततः पाहि महाभाग पूर्वैर्सह गतं तमः यथा तरेम दुष्पारं प्रजया तद् विदेहि नः. Therefore, O great sage, please save me and my forefathers who are descending to the darkness of hell because I have no progeny. Kindly do something so that I may have a son to deliver us from hellish conditions. Sri Sukavacha Ityartitah Sa Bhagavan Kripalur Brahmana Sutaha Srapayitva Charum Twastram Twastram Ayajam Vibhuho. In response to the request of Maharaj Chitraketu, Angira Rishi, who was born of Lord Brahma's mind, was very merciful toward him. Because the sage was a greatly powerful personality, he performed a sacrifice by offering oblations of sweet rice to Tvashta. ज्येष्ठा श्रेष्ठा च या राज्ञो महिषीणां च भारत नाम्ना कृतद्युतिस्तस्यै यज्ञोचिष्ठम् अदाद्विजः. O Parikshit Maharaj, best of the Bharatas, the remnants of food offered in the yajna were given by great sage Angira to the first and most perfect among Chitraketu's millions of queens, whose name was Kritadyuti. अतः नृपतिं राजन् भवितैकस्तवात्मजः हर्षशोकप्रदस्तुभ्यम् इति ब्रह्मा सुतो ययौ. Thereafter, the great sage told the king, O great king, now you will have a son who will be the cause of both jubilation and lamentation. The sage then left without waiting for Chitraketu's response. सापि तत्प्राशनाद् एव चित्रकेतोरधारत अधारयत् गर्भं कृद्युति देवी कृत्तिकाग्नेर् Ivatmajam. As Kritika Devi, after receiving the semen of Lord Shiva from Agni, conceived a child named Skanda, Kartikeya. Kritadadi, having received semen from Chitraketu, became pregnant after eating remnants of food from the yajna performed by Angira. तस्य अनुदिनं गर्भः शुक्लपक्ष इवोदुपः वृद्धे सुरसेने स तेजसा सनकैर्नृपः. After receiving semen from Maharaja Chitraketu, the king of Surasena, Queen Kritadhyuti gradually developed in her pregnancy. O King Parikshit, just as the moon develops during the bright fortnight, अतः काल उपावृत्ते कुमारः समजायत जनया जनयन् सूरसेनानां शृण्वतां परमां मुदम्. Thereafter, in due course of time, a son was born to the king. Hearing news of this, all the inhabitants of state of Surasena were extremely pleased. पृष्टो राजकुमारस्य स्नाता शुचिरलङ्कृतः वाचयित्वा शिशो विप्रैः कारयाम् आस जातकम्. King Chitraketu was especially pleased. After purifying himself by bathing and by decorating himself with ornaments, he engaged learned brahmanas in offering benedictions to the child and performing the birth ceremony. तेभ्यो हिरण्यं रजतं वासांसि आभरणानि च ग्रामां हयान् गजान् प्रादात् धेनूनां Arbudani Shat. Unto the Brahmanas who took part in the ritualistic ceremony, the king gave charity of gold, silver garments, ornaments, villages, horses, and elephants, as well as 60 crores of cows, 600 million cows. Vavarshakaman anyesham prajanya iva dehinam dhanyam yashasyam ayushyam kumarasya mahamanah. As a cloud indiscriminately pours water on the earth, the beneficent king Chitraketu, to increase the reputation, opulence, and longevity of his son, distributed like rainfall all desirable things to everyone. कृच्छ्रलभ्येऽथ राजर्षेस्तनये अनुदिनं पितुः यथा निःश्वस्य कृच्छ्राप्ते धने स्नेहो अन्ववर्धत. When a poor man gets some money after great difficulty, his affection for the money increases daily. Similarly, when King Chitraketu, after great difficulty, received a son, his affection for the son increased day after day. मातुस्त्व अतितरां पुत्रे स्नेहो मोहसमुद्भवः कृत्यद्युते सपत्नीनां प्रजाकामज्वरोऽभवत्. The mother's attraction and attention to the son, like that of the child's father, excessively increased. The other wives, seeing Kritaju's sons, were very much agitated, as if by high fevers, with a desire to have sons. चित्रकेतोर् अतिप्रीतिर् यथाधारे प्रजावती न तथान्येषु संज्ञे बालं लालयतो अन्वहम्. As King Chitraketu fostered his son very carefully, his affection for Queen Kritadhyuti increased, but gradually he lost affection for the other wives who had no sons. तापर्यप्तप्यन् आत्मानं गर्हयन्त्यो अभ्यसूयया आनपत्येन दुःखेन राज्ञश्चानादरेण च. The other queens were extremely unhappy due to their being sonless. Because of king's negligence towards them, they condemned themselves in envy and lamented. Dhik aprajam striyam papam पत्युश्चाग्रसम्मतां सुप्रजाभिः इव तिरस्कृताम्. A wife who has no sons is neglected at home by her husband and dishonored by her co-wives exactly like a maidservant. Certainly, such a woman is condemned in every respect because of her sinful life. दासीनां को नु सन्तापः स्वामिनः परिचर्यया अभीक्षणं लब्धमानानां दास्यादासीव दुर्भगाः. Even maidservants who are constantly engaged in rendering service to the husband are honored by the husband, and thus they have nothing for which to lament. Our position, however, is that we are maidservants of the maidservant. Therefore, we are most unfortunate. Evam sandahya mananam sapatnya putra sampada ragno asammata Tinam Vidvesho Balavan Abhut. Sri Shukadeva Goswami continued. Being neglected by their husbands and seeing Kritaditi's opulence in possessing a son, Kritaditi's co-wives always burned in envy, which became extremely strong. From here, maybe we can read tomorrow, and let's go through this part of that chapter from verse 23 to um, 43. Open my notes. Sixth chapter, verse number. Okay. So Chitraketu was blessed. Why? Because a Brahmana, such a great Brahmana like Angira Rishi has appeared. Recently, one of the devotee was asking how to understand in the first canto, second chapter, second verse. Sutta Goswami is addressing Shukadeva Goswami as the one who is present in the heart of everyone. We may know this is possible like Paramatma. Paramatma resides in everyone's heart. And we usually, when Sutta Goswami is saying that, he's addressing Shukadeva Goswami like that. So how to understand that? We can understand because Shukadeva Goswami is empowered. He is blessed. He is the one who is speaking Bhagavatam, and in that way he becomes the spiritual master of Sutta Goswami because Sutta Goswami directly heard from him. We know the Lord appears in the heart of everyone as Chaitya Guru. Balaram, Lord Krishna, who expands as Balaram, Balaram expands into the heart of everyone as Paramatma, and also we know as Chaitya Guru. So, in that way, Guru is always within our heart. And it's not there are multiple Gurus, there is only one Guru who is none other than Balaram. Whoever takes the position and role of a teacher, he is representing Balaram. In that way, he is present. And here we come across, then the next understanding here is Angira Rishi, though he know, that's what he's saying. What is unknown to a perfect yogi? Verse number 23. Who has destroyed all the sins by austerity, knowledge, and samadhi. They can understand everything external, internal regarding the embodied conditioned souls. So this is another level of understanding because Sarvagnya, Gya means knowledge. Sarvagnya means one who knows everything. How is it possible when one is becoming purified? When one understands one is positioned situated in the not bodily platform. So yeah, he's saying, though you know, yet you are asking, so let me disclose. He's saying, my opulence do not please me, although they are desirable even for the demigods. Why? Because I have no son. I have no son. Huh? The concern, yeah, the concern here we can see, it is not that um, King Chitraketu is worried because he was not satisfied in sense enjoyment. In fact, he had millions of wives through which he can be happy unlimitedly. But he is not worried about that. He is more worried because he didn't beget a son. Not because people may think, hey, he is important. No, it's not that. But he is worried about himself and his ancestors because uh, one who is not uh, able to perform rites. Yeah, he's to the forefathers. Then, yeah, unless a person, such a person who left is a great devotee, yeah, needs to be freed up. Otherwise, he goes, enters the darkness of hell. This is why. My opulence do not please me. My position is just like a hungry and thirsty man who is not pleased by garlands and sandalwood pulp. What is there with that I can't satisfy? Yeah? Garland will not satisfy the thirst or hunger. Sandalwood paste also or pulp will not save from that. So that's why he's saying, please help me so that I can save me and myself, my forefathers who are descending to the darkness of hell due to my not having progeny. So Angira performed a sacrifice by offering oblations of sweet rice to Tvashta. He gave the remnant of the foods offered in the yajna to Krutadyuti, and then after that um, uh, he blessed. Yeah, so this is what. And interestingly, in the verse number 29, we see Angira told Chitraketu that he will be uh, his son. He will get a son, in fact. And this son is not only cause of jubilation, but also cause of lamentation. Harsha Shoka Prada. Huh? Prada means giver of. Harsha and Shoka. Harsha means happiness, Shoka means lamentation. Chitraketu understood Angira's words that there will certainly be jubilation because of birth of a son, but because he will be his only son, he will be proud of his great wealth and empire and will not be very obedient. So he was thinking this way that, okay, yeah, he will cause happiness, but having, what do you call this? Single kid family, huh? The kid can develop a sense of possessiveness, a sense of, usually that's what they say. The kid may not develop the attitude of sharing. Uh, he might tend to become center of everything, that everything belongs to me because there is no need to share with anyone. So, in this case, Chitraketu was thinking maybe his son would become like that. Hmm? I will not be able to control him since he will be having more power than me, which will bring me grief. This is what he was thinking. And Kritadyuti, and in due course, she became pregnant and has um, a son in due course of time. And hearing this news, there was so much happiness. Chitraketu was pleased. He engaged Brahmanas in offering oblations, benedictions to all the to the child. He asked everyone, please bless and perform the birth ceremony. He gave generously six things and also so many cows. Hmm. And the affection of Chitraketu and Kritadyuti had no bounds, and so much so that even the whole Shurasena kingdom, all the residents of Shurasena, they were also very happy. Everyone was so happy, but Kritadyuti's co-wives were not happy. Uh, in fact, Kritadyuti, Chitraketu was so busy appreciating the greatness of his lifetime moment, yeah, to have a son have is achieved. So he unknowingly ignored his co-wives, other than, I mean, Kritadyati. His affection for Kritadyati increased, and he couldn't maintain any more love and affection towards his other wives, and they become very unhappy. First of all, their husband was not caring. Not only that, they were childless, no progeny at all, and all the society, all the people were thinking, like even maid servants of husband are honored by him, but we are not most. We are most unfortunate, like the maids of maid servant, and then because of feeling ill-treated or ignored or neglected, they develop a huge amount of envy. That dissatisfaction or anger transformed into envy because they see the cause of all this is because of Kritadyati. If Kritadyati didn't had a child, king wouldn't have run behind her. So their envy became stronger. Being neglected by a husband and seeing the opulence of Kritadyati in possessing a child, they simply decided, okay, this is too much. So they simply thought, okay, out of envy, they lost their intelligence uh, and became hard-hearted and intolerant of king's neglect. Finally, they administered poison to that son. So that's how the world is. When one cannot enjoy, then what one tries is let others suffer. Why only we should suffer because we cannot tolerate others' enjoyment, others' happiness. So rather than focusing on how to improve, uh, one tries to stop. One tries to one tries to find ways of how to make others unsuccessful. In this case, Kritaditi was successful, but okay, just having a son is success. Then okay, when son is no more, then everything is back. Yeah, then all the wives are same, right? Isn't it? Um, so then there is so much shoka, lamentation of Chitraketu, lamentation of Kritadyuti, lamentation of the residents of the whole um, kingdom. Eventually, it comes to a state where even yeah, the co-wives they feel very bad about what they have done. All these things we will cover tomorrow. Yeah, but the point here is, especially every pastime has some very key important moment. Uh, and here, that's none other than this point where the co-wives felt envy about Krisaditi. In devotional life, we should be careful to give up this tendency. Yeah, we may get relief from suffering by satisfying our envy, but it's not favorable, it's detrimental in our own Krishna consciousness. So, yeah, how to overcome that, I think, is very important, and we should learn and try to do that. Yeah. Okay. Any questions or comments or thoughts someone want to share? All clear? Anu Mataji, how are you doing?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we are all good, Prabhuji.
Mhm. Nice. Good. Okay. Any questions? Otherwise, we can close the call. And when Jagalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bheva Chapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय गौर प्रेम। हरे कृष्ण।